The Daily Mail writes, I'm not the great extrovert that people think. Hollywood star Johnny Depp reveals he prefers his quiet life in Somerset at his $13 million Downton Abbey-style estate. Johnny Depp has revealed he prefers a quiet life in Somerset, where he resides on 850-acre estate, complete with a 19th century mansion. Known as one of Hollywood's biggest hellraisers, the actor 59 insisted he isn't the great extrovert that people think. In 2014, he splashed $13 million on a Downton Abbey-style estate in the West Country, which boasts 12 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and 850 acres. The stunning abode, which looks like it has been taken straight out of a Jane Austen novel, also features sprawling walled gardens. Oh my God, that sounds beautiful. Depp said, I just love places with character. British people are cool and will greet you as if you were a neighbor without going over the top. I like going to places, seeing things, and meeting people, but I'm not the great extrovert that people think. He added, in truth, I'm quite a shy person. That's one of the great things about Britain, and especially Somerset. I can just be me, and that's nice. I can go into shops without being surrounded by people wanting selfies. I don't mind that. I don't mind that up to a point, but sometimes it gets a little too crowded. This kind of confirms what I was saying in my other video. I kind of was getting and I'm getting this vibe too from him, this overall, my empathic self, just feeling that he appreciates his fans. He always will, but that, especially when you're grieving, you kind of, I know I did, you pull back. And this could last for some time, y'all. I mean, this could last for a long time, honestly. Don't be surprised. It would not surprise me if during the Hollywood Vampires tour, if he's a little bit more reserved and pulled back. I can kind of see people getting their feelings hurt by that, though. But I mean, he says it right here. He can walk into shops there just as himself, and he's not bombarded with people. He's not surrounded with people. But like he says, up to a point, but sometimes it gets a little too crowded, he says. I think that could be a message. You know what I mean? People need to back off some and let him have his space. I do think some of this comes out of the fact that he's grieving. You do tend to, it changes you. When you lose someone that you deeply love, it changes you. And I just would not be surprised to see a more reserved Johnny Depp going forward. At the time of his purchase, the Pirates of the Caribbean star was newly engaged to his now ex-wife, we ain't saying that name, who he married in 2015 before their divorce. Depp was recently involved in that blah, blah, blah. Hey, everybody's got to connect that. Every time they talk about him, they have to connect that dang trial. Let's see. Does it say anything of importance? They talk about him being in the antique shop in Lincolnshire, where he left stunned after film star Johnny Depp dropped in unannounced to buy some guitars. Where they were left stunned. In a secret visit to the shop, Hollywood icon arrived by helicopter at Hemswell. The photo here of I guess this is a photo of the area. If this is his view from his home, wow. And then the article just goes on to talk about his visit to the antique shop and what he bought. He chose a vase with a skull on it. Guitars, obviously. He was very friendly. Best friends with Jeff Beck. Sat and played a few tunes on his guitar, I think, just for old time's sake, really. And then decided to buy 3 of the guitars that were there. I think I overheard him talking about Beck to one of his colleagues that was with him. He came because we do a lot of work with Pinewood Studios and help with props, so we have contacts. See, he enjoyed his experience because he was able to be himself. So, yeah, it goes on to talk about his visit to the antique shop. And the article talks about, and I don't see any recent photos in the article. And there could be good reason for that. I mean, I get the personal feeling that Johnny Depp is just trying to pull back, and it would not shock me at all to see, like I said, a more reserved Johnny Depp going forward, at least for a while.